And welcome to the Killer Badgers Clan. And today we have a three-man platoon match on Malinovka from the point of view of Hellhick. I have joined them for this one in my Conqueror, and we've got Ralph in his T10. Good morning, Hick.
Good morning, Mr. Racy. Oh, well, we was all sitting around and we loaded into this game, and we're talking at the beginning of the battle, and we'd all decide to go hill. So we're immediately going to start push for the hill. Ralphie's in his T10, Racy's in his British heavy tank, and I'm in the STI, of course. And here we go, this little I guess he really wanted to go that direction, so he shoves me out of the way. And anyway, we start pushing for the hill, and with heavy tanks, it always takes a minute to get up there. Now we got a little crazy little light tank that's going to rush the field. I don't know what he thought he was going to accomplish here, but no, what he accomplished is early route back to the garage.
We saw the EBR obviously lighting us up. But anyway, at this point we find out just how bad Ralph is at driving.
Yeah, him and Racy was having a little spat, and evidently we hurt his little communist feelings, so he decides to give Ralphie a little ram. I'm over here just shaking my head. Anyway, he finally settles down, and we start playing this game like respectable gentlemen. I use the word gentleman in the loosest terms possible.
Of course. Well, you know this clan so well. Anyway, I'd certainly decided to go high.
And I was hoping Ralphie with the T10, and T10 is a great tank, but it lacks gun depression. And I was hoping he would go to the plateau. I didn't mention it to him. I should have, but he didn't. So I just opted to go ahead and go for the plateau, especially when I see what we have over this hill waiting for us.
Yep.
Should be lighted up here any minute. Only thing we got spotted so far, well, there we go. Got a T10 spotted down there too.
Yep.
That's not worrying me too much. And the T10 looks like it's going plateau as well. And there's a mouse. I spot the mouse. So I know a mouse is coming up this hill. So I ought to immediately go plateau to try to force my way through this field and get behind these targets on the hill. Because if that mouse goes hill, it's going to give them a hell of a fight. Count the shot from the medium tank, the auto-loading American medium. Look like somebody put a shot in up there. T10 makes a presence. I don't know what this T10 was thinking here, but he's going to show me a big spot of his ass. Right there. And I put a nice one right up his ass. Without lube, of course. And he tries to return the favor, but I bounce him. We're pushing up, and there's a medium tank right here. I see I got some help here, so I'm going to come around and put a shot into this ass of this medium.
Meanwhile, the T10's gone. We are facing now the mouse and one other.
Once that medium sees what's happening, he cliff dives. He gets the hell out of there. So and y'all two were struggling with the mouse at this point, right? Correct?
Yes, we were. Of course, we were head on to him, which is never a good place to be with a mouse.
So I come up beside him and slap a shot right into the side of his turret, going more for an ammo rack to try to slow down his DPM.
So at this point, Ralph decides he's going to get round the back of the mouse, or try to.
Yep, and I'm going to put another shot in the side of the mouse. T10 takes a shot at me, firing gold. Didn't work. He's dead. Alright, we're going for a tracking shot on the mouse here. His angle's too sharp for me to penetrate, so I'll go ahead and track. And Mr. Ralphie takes him out. Alright, we see this little tank down there in the bottom. I asked Ralphie if he would dive down there and go take care of him so we can push past that medium that I was fighting earlier. Ralphie hesitates, but finally he does. He dives down. I don't know if he actually gets to kill him or not. I wasn't paying attention. Take a punt at that 50. Miss. Bouncing shots coming down the hill. Where are you at, Racy? You're coming up behind me.
I'm coming up.
And you take out the you take out the 50. And now we got to come after this 110. He's on full health, but he is only a tier 8.
At this point, Ralph's been obliterated, and
yep. I pull up, lining up a shot, and Racy pulls right in front. I start cursing Racy so bad.
There are a few choice words exchanged, certainly.
Anyway, 110's dead. Either way, it's dead. We start pushing down into this forest, and I mentioned to Racy, why don't you let me lead the charges since I'm full health and you're not? Artillery immediately takes a shot. Then Racy stops to allow me to come past, but my repair skill was not off cooldown, and he gets taken out. So here's the rain. I take a shot on the move, whack him one good time, then somebody gets a good ammo rack into him. I don't know.
So at this point, you're on your own platoon wise, but yep. we're winning 9-8, so it's touch and go.
We're looking for the artillery down here. We know there's artillery down in here, and there he is. I immediately pop up and take a snapshot at him. Boom, he's dead. And we start pushing for the plateau over here by the field. Got a pretty commanding lead. I've not had to fire no gold this ammo. I try my best not to, but occasionally it does have to happen.
Well, they do say you're fairly careful with your funds. So spending
I'm a cheap bastard.
Well, I didn't want to say that, mate.
No, if the shoe fit, fucking wears it. Anyway, so we are coming up, and I'm gonna. Oh, here comes a Scorpion G, and I go to take a shot at him, and he puts one straight into my gun, taking my gun. I did not realize that at first. I'm clicking, and the gun just won't go off. And I look down, I go, "Oh fuck!" and repair the gun immediately.
Anyway.
Take out the Scorpion G with ammo rack. And there's a phase 1 up here.
Yeah, and he gets a good one at you.
Yep, and this gun is a potato gun, especially at range. I'm aiming for his weak spot right there on that side, right in between the two tracks, but some days this gun will not hit a barn from the inside. Alright, so the phase 1 is gone. All that's left is the TD and light tank. We don't really have the spot in range. I don't have the spot in range to take them out. So I'm going to pull up in here in the cap, and this should be game. I think the little light tank does show up. I try to take a punt at them, but they don't even go in the same postal code as them. Yep, and he's going to make it out alive. And I believe we just capped this one out.
Well, there you go. So if you're interested in joining the World of Tanks clan, Killer Badgers are recruiting now. Full details are in the description below.
Don't do it!
Thank you for that, Hick. And with that, we'll say goodbye.